Hi, I would like to explain to you how to do pages 50 to 52 in your notebook. This time I put the goal in there because we didn't have a lot of space up there. So I can find the distance on a coordinate plane. So if you think about what we have done so far with the Pythagorean theorem, we've had word problems and we've already had triangles drawn for us. And we have, when they give us two sides of a right triangle, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the third. The exact same thing can happen on a coordinate plane. So here's how this works. If I had a point at 6, -2, so I'm going to take one of my points, I'm going to go here to 6, -2, and then drop the point there. So again, it's +6, so I went right 6, and then down 2 because it was a -2. And then this next one goes to 1, 7. Okay, so now I have these points right here. So if it helps, feel free to draw a line between those points so you can see what we're actually doing here. Oh, wow, hold on. I apparently didn't have the line in my... Okay. So you're going to draw a line between these two. And basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to find how long that line is. How far away are these 2 points? Well, when you're looking at it, you may be thinking like, I don't know, because when you're counting diagonal, you can't just count like 1, 2, 3, like it doesn't work that way. And so what you have to do is think about what you do know. If you had 2 more lines on this, you could go, oops, I need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. You can go from here to here. And then you could also go from here to here. And now you see that it makes, well, provided I would have drawn straight lines. Don't worry, if we were doing this on paper, I wouldn't have straight lines either. Now you can see that it makes a right triangle. Now you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find out how long that is. Because you know, going straight down, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 long. So this one is 9. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so you can come down here and you can do the Pythagorean theorem. So it was 9 long, and so you take 9 squared plus, and then it was 5 across, so 5 squared equals c squared. And remember to get that little caret button, you can do shift 6 to get that. And that just means that you're raising it to the power. So that's saying 9 to the second power, or 9 squared. Continuing on from there, 9 times 9, now it's just like what you've been doing all week. So 9 times 9 is 81. 5 times 5 is 25. And we still don't know what c squared is, so we leave it alone. From there, we can add these two up. So we would get 106, I believe, equals c squared. And then remember, to go from here to here, you're going to have to take the square root of both sides. The opposite of squaring a number is to take the square root. It's saying what times itself is going to give you 106. And so, using a handy dandy little calculator here, remember if you have your phone, you want to turn it sideways, do 106, hit the square root button, and you get 10.3 when you round, because it's going to be an irrational number because it's a square root of a number that's not a perfect square. So 10.3 equals c. And that means that from here to here, it's 10.3 units length between the two. Okay, let's look at the next one. What if I want to find the distance between -5,3 and 5,3? Now, some of you may be getting to the point, you're like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of like slope in that, like, I know that I can change, or it from -5 to +5, it changes 10. From 3 to -3, it changes 6. And so you may be able to see that those are your lengths. If you can see that, fantastic. If you can't, you just come up here and you are going to plot your points. So I'm going to shrink this a little bit. So at -5,3, you're going to go -5 and then +3. And there's a line. And then the next one is 5, -3. Okay, so then now you've got your 2 points. So then you can take your drawing tool. I see what I'm doing now, I think. And when you connect these, that's your goal. You're trying to find that hypotenuse, that length of the right triangle. So you're going to go down, see how far down it is. Then you're going to go how far over it is. And you're going to notice that we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like we talked about before. The change between -3 and 3 is 6. And then here you're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, we talked about that. The change from 5 to -5 would be 10. So now you know your 2 points, either because you subtracted or you drew them up there. And so it was 6 squared plus 10 squared equals c squared. 6 times 6 is 36, and 100 squared is 100. Keep going, so 100 plus 36 is 136. And then now, get your handy dandy calculator. This time you want to find the square root of 136. This says what times itself gives you 136. You turn your calculator sideways, type in 136, and then the square root is the one that has the little square root symbol and the 2 beside it. And you get 11.6619037, blah, blah, blah. So we can round it to 11.7. Okay, now I would like for you to try number 3, and we will check your answers. Thanks.